Hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we'll now move forward with the intro. So please remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, hit the bell icon. To see full readings, you can further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. There, you'll get to see full readings, early readings, as well as other future dynamics I plan to offer. Please also remember that I offer personal readings, and you could also donate to the channel. The information for all of that is in the description box below. Thank you, and now we'll move forward with your reading. Okay, Pisces, hi, this is Naveen Ferguson. Welcome to the channel. Okay, so we will be doing a finance reading for you for April the 1st to the 5th of 2024. And we have a bonus card here. I wonder if I'm shuffling this upside down. No, that's good. Yeah, the hangman is normally upside down. Okay, Pisces. So your bonus card apparently is the hangman. Pisces, please remember that part of the reading will be here on YouTube, but the entire reading will be on my Patreon page, and I invite you to consider becoming a member. There's a lot of things I want to do for you, as well as the other signs, and your support would be greatly appreciated. You'll know more about that with the ending message. So I probably need to make sure everything's on screen. Okay. So Pisces, let's see what's happening in your finances. Interestingly enough, right off the bat, I'm sensing to speak about the hangman before I get to the other cards. So what's coming through is the hangman is saying there is a type of course adjustment that you need to consider. A sense that your plan of action does have a level of soundness, whatever it is you're involved with, but there are some unforeseen dynamics with future trends and changes in the world itself. I'm sensing that you should be planning your actions for how the world or time advances. So what it's saying is whereby you may have a picture of how things can go and move and develop now. The options of how that might look might be quite different in the future or to the timeline you intend. So for example, and this just came through as an example, if someone was planning on getting a degree or certification in something, and it's going to take them 2, 3 years, 4 years to get that certification. By the time they get that certification and they think they can go into that job, a robot or a computer has already made their job obsolete. You know what I mean? So it's like that time they spent working and learning that craft, the environment, humanity itself has already advanced, where it's made that training obsolete, basically. So you need to be thinking a bit beyond, whereby you can further stand in your own unique niche or merit, whereby it's not easily transferred or easily duplicated, or you need to plan in actions that can withstand the test of time, or at the very least that gives you a certain level of foundation on which you can adapt. Okay, so and launch off in a way whereby you could find more satisfaction into a future endeavor. So you have to make a plan of action that may be more susceptible to a successful continuance rather than a questionable understanding whereby there may be other means that can do that service faster or even better in the current moment, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you really do need to plan with an adaptive framework, an adaptive mindset is what's coming through. Let's see what else is coming through for your financial dynamics. Yeah, see what I mean? The Four of Pentacles. You need to reassess your financial plans in certain respects, your investments in certain respects, and certain course or establishments of sorts, okay? Or where you're placing your funds or how you're looking to translate your funds into a profitable gain or whatever have you in that circumstance. You really do need to just take another look at how you are procuring your finances and for the long term, and how you want to move forward with manipulating those finances into your foundations, into your securities, into your long-term assets, as it were. Okay, so don't be too quick to move forward on a certain plan that you've always perhaps had in your mind. There's advancements in life right now that may curve the expansive potential that you had in your mind, that by the time you're ready to move forward with something or you're free to do something, the framework could be different. And it doesn't even have to be with technologies. It could be with certain policies and procedures in the political spectrum. It could be in the niche area whereby a commodity is saturated with more individuals or bigger conglomerates or whatever have you. It could be even in a project of sorts, a media venue of sorts, whereby you know how sometimes you see the seasons go by with certain genres being more prolific in certain respects, and then the genre just kind of saturates the market and people want something different, something new, so you have to keep yourself open and adaptive. Okay, so reassess. I'm not feeling like your premise is something that you should not be proud of or working towards. I'm not saying that. So if you love a certain subject matter, or if you're really good at it, that's great, but open your mind a bit more, expand your horizons a bit more to see how perhaps a new signature on that, a new flow, a new direction in how that might look. Okay, a new feature of sorts, an evolution of your passions and your dreams and your goals. Okay, it could be the same thing, but it may need to be presented in a totally new way down the line. Further clarification for the Four of Pentacles, Pisces. Yeah, see what I mean? The Six of Wands. This is someone who is revered for what they bring to the table. Someone who is victorious in their efforts. It's something that basically... Hold on for a moment. I'm busy! Sorry about that, Pisces. I don't live alone. The Six of Wands is like someone who is basically very astute in what they bring to the table, and they are called towards dealing with a matter, dealing with a situation that they are capable, that they may be the only one capable of having victory in this because of their experience, where they've come from, their earnest nature, and then moving forward into bigger and better prospects, advancing themselves further, bringing on more victorious energy. Okay, and they're being cheered for it, they're being admonished for it. Okay, they're being appreciated for it. Okay, this is where bringing in a newness, a new way of doing things, a more rounded effort of seeing how to move forward in a subject matter brings them a unique victory. Okay? Further clarification. Yeah, see what I mean? The Emperor energy is someone who is very much in control of their physical environment, their success, their investments, the way they cultivate their resources and social community of sorts. Okay, they're very wise. They have a certain craft and reverence about them. Okay, whereby they are very unique in what they bring to the table. They see things beyond what the common man might see. They know how to make things more efficient, more smooth running. Okay, that can bring the latent talents and abilities out into expansion. Okay, there's a lot of security and stability with the Emperor. It is that abundant physical dynamic of life. Okay, and he has a unique property to him. He's not stagnant. He's always becoming and growing and being more. Okay, that's the energy I'm sensing that you have to get into. I'm not necessarily sensing that that's where you are yet, but that's where you're headed, especially if you take these advice that is coming through in your financial matters right now. Clearly, this reading was, for April the 1st to the 5th. But this is speaking towards how you should be thinking with your resources, your financial matters and plannings now, okay? To prepare you for these future dynamics that you may not necessarily, you have not necessarily fully grasped or conceived, okay? Let's continue on, Pisces. What else has to be said? Yeah, see, the Emperor and the Empress. So some of you may be on a board, be on a team, be on a project, maybe a relational partnership of sorts or a partnership in general, whereby you have to bring this understanding to a particular individual who is probably having the same thought process that I'm bringing to you now. And they are basically a perfect match to facilitate the growth and expansion of mindset and action. Okay? The Empress is sometimes shown pregnant, so it does take time for that birthing effect of sorts. But this could also be you being fully sustained in your internal and heart space world, being very appreciative of the journey and understanding things that you did not understand before, and you feel more fuller for it in the journey. That's what I'm sensing. Okay, the Empress is bringing more of that abundance for life, that exuberance of creative thought, that expression of boundless potential, latent talented abilities coming to the surface and becoming manifest. Okay, this is that connectivity, that's certain similar energies with the Emperor, but this is that deep connection with varying social dynamics. Okay, there is a lot of cooperative energy with her as well, and you kind of need those both understandings happening here with the Emperor and the Empress. But the Empress is like that, like emotional spectrum and all those things that affect that in the movement, and then the Emperor is like getting your hands on the physicalities, getting it done, the agreement signed, and now the movement is going in all of its dynamics. Okay, so the Emperor is coming through, is letting you know that in the long term you will be very appreciative of the actions that you've taken and the drawing out of the creative energies that still lie dormant within you, Pisces. Okay, there's a lot of abundance that's laid in wait for you should you take this mindset and start to craft and change your mindset and expand it. Okay, further clarification. Yeah, see what I mean? Your ship's developing, coming in, the Three of Wands. This is you in preparation for this new journey, in preparation for when that ship docks and how you're going to how you're going to get like embark, and how you're going to manage the journey, how you're going to manage the ship, how you're going to manage the cargo, how you're going to manage the team, okay, and whatever facets that means to you. And I'm sensing this is in that preparation. While that ship is coming in, you're thinking about the whole premise of the journey. Okay, you're planning everything out, and I think this reading is bringing that to the surface for you. Some things that you have been laid dormant, that, and some of you may even thought that was a bit crazy in certain respects. Trust me, the bigger the dream, the better in certain respects. Just take it one step at a time, okay? The world is open to you, okay? There's no dream that's not too far-fetched per se, okay? So in the motion of, like I said earlier, some of you may be going through a project right now, what do you call it? Hold on for a moment. Okay, sorry about that, Pisces. I don't live alone. Um, okay, so what was I saying? Um, yeah, so honestly, I don't fully remember everything I was saying, but there is a preparation of sorts that you need to. Okay, it's universe is bringing it back to me. So in the interim that you're dealing with a current responsibility or a current certification or a current contract, whatever the situation is, that's where you're at. Okay, is the preparatory energy that you're dealing with, and you're being advised with future changes or future dynamics you need to be thinking of, in which to take that next step once that time frame has concluded. For some of you, it's 1 year, 6 months, 2 years. I'm sensing up to 3 years, especially with the three of wands. So some of you, it could be a 3 year dynamic, and then there's a huge next leap in your life. Okay. Further clarification. Yeah, the High Priestess. It's easy to say these things and how to saying that you need to evolve your thinking, evolve your strategies and stuff like that, keeping it updated and beyond, basically. But truthfully, or more expandedly, the High Priestess is definitely going to help illuminate epiphanies, letting you see things beyond the typical process. Okay, it's very similar energy in certain respects with the Hangman energy, so it's still kind of coming through, whereby the Hangman is asking you to be a bit more open-minded, being like trying to see, like forcing your mind to see things a bit differently, and to listening to other possibilities, and seeing how you can interweave those dynamics into your current thought process. But then you have the High Priestess who's bringing about those epiphanies, that psychic mindset of sorts, bringing clarity with your heart and your mind, balancing, like creating a resonance to a path, whereby when you cultivate those different thought process, and they start forming into a collage of some sort, and then they start to paint a unique picture that will then resonate to you and bring more like truth that it pertains to you. And then once you resonate with that frequency, with that epiphany, with that thing, that heartstring, that mind string that really comes upon you, then you can further exercise that possibility and see where that can lead you. Okay, there will be some type of like aha moment of sorts in this journey, okay, so that you can follow that and expand upon that. So pay attention to those inclinations that start to build up and connect, okay, because it's there for a purpose, and it'll lead you to more truth and promise towards sustainability and practicality within this future change dynamic of like the world we live in yet to come. Okay, so I'm being told to let you know You really do need to keep yourself sensitive to change. Don't feel like you've arrived at some place and that's all it's going to be, and you can build on it with a certain common framework. That's probably not going to work as best as you had previously envisioned it. Your future dynamic of movement requires adaptability again. It requires change. It requires learning. It requires growth. It requires a constant, abounding creative energy. Okay? So, Pisces, we're going to take this over into the Patreon reading, where you'll see the entire reading. Other than that, I really do hope the reading has helped you, helped guide you, helped motivate you, and the ending message will tell you more. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, that has been your reading. I really do hope that it helps you, guides you, gives you some clarity. And if you'd like to see the reading in its entirety, I invite you to become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. I wish you all the best. Bye.